Howdy hody.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi there. Yeah, we're here. We're back. I know it's been a little bit of a longer break than usual, and all our fan base have been reaching out wanting more.
I know. Sorry to our biggest fan base, millennial MILFs. We're so sorry to all the MILFs that we've been away for a little bit, but we're back.
We're back in the swing of it in the new year, 2023. We've entered.
I don't even know what day it is, but
Me neither. Honestly, I thought it was Friday for a while.
Guess it's a new year.
We're in it. It's happening. So I feel like it's been a little bit of a blur since New Year's Eve, but how was your New Year's? What were some of the highlights of the night for you?
You're asking me like I had such in-depth plans. You know,
I kind of mean the television.
Yeah, I obviously stayed inside and I watched my stories. So
I want to hear about what stories really resonated with you.
Yeah, I was obviously, flipping back and forth between Andy and Anderson. I missed Kathy Griffin, though. Addendum.
Oh, right.
And, Miley Cyrus, Miley and Dolly special.
Well, I did the same. I went out for like a few hours, but I was home pretty early and I did the same exact thing. So I was happy to catch both. I was like the duet between Miley and Dolly when they sang Wrecking Ball into I Will Always Love You. I was like, whoa, I did not expect that.
Yeah, that was great. I loved that. Of course, I don't know what's going on with the internet, but I guess a lot of the internet did not realize that Dolly Parton wrote that song too. And they were like,
that makes me annoyed.
I was really pissed. But of course, they just had no idea what was going on and was like, why is Dolly singing Whitney Houston's song?
She came first.
And then obviously, iconic Paris Hilton moment.
Oh yeah, Paris. She sang Stars Are Blind, our favorite song.
Yeah, one of our top 10 favorite hits. Big Paris fans
I almost
over
called
here.
it Love Is Blind. That's a whole another can of worms.
Close enough. You're almost there.
But oh yeah, I love to serenade my MILF friends on the keyboard to Love Is Blind. It's a beautiful moment every time.
Oh, you just said Love Is Blind.
Oh my God. I am not drinking. It's damp January. Not to say I only function off of alcohol on these podcasts, but it's like a little bit more fun when I have a glass of wine. But I'm loving the kombucha I'm drinking tonight. I did break the completely dry Jan last night at my company holiday party, which happened after the new year.
Who would have thunk it? November 11th. We're going to have this holiday party.
Thanks for remembering to do something afterwards. And it was actually pretty fun. I did some karaoke with a boy that was about 10 years younger than me, but we did TLC Scrubs and we had a good time.
You know what? Shout out to Candy. It's a great song. Happy you got to perform it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'd say enough about us for now. What do you want to talk about right now?
I mean, let's talk about all the shit we missed the past 2 weeks.
There's been a lot that has happened over 2 weeks' time. Well, for all the locals, there was something real exciting around here. Ben Affleck, Benny, he was in the Dunk's drive-thru in Medford serving people in a full Dunk's sweatsuit.
And what did you say when I sent you the picture?
I said, who is that? Honestly, I did not recognize him. It took me 10 minutes to be like, oh, that's Ben Affleck. I've stared at his face for years.
Yeah. And I was also like, look, Ben's in Medford. And you're like, who is that? And I was like, well, I gave you a hint. Let's try to figure this out.
Then it all came together. But that was a nice surprise. What else?
I'm really curious, though, because there's big internet talk that if Ben Affleck leaves a big tip, J-Lo takes the tip away and gives a less amount of money.
That's cold.
Do you think it's true?
Well, why would she do that?
I don't know. Money grubbing.
Would she be needing more cash on hand? I don't know.
Think that's where it's from. I think she's just like, no, you don't deserve that amount of money. I'm going to give you less.
Oh, she's like, I had a bad experience.
Not even if it's bad. I feel like maybe she just doesn't like tipping people. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into whether or not JLo is generous or not.
Controversial, but she might have stole Ben's Dunks tips.
Oh no! Put it in her unitard somewhere.
She took them. She took them in her Dunkachino and hit the road in her white puffer that she was rocking.
I'm a Dunkachino girl, I must say. It's been a minute, but that's a good one. If my tummy doesn't get upset afterwards, it's always a good experience.
All right, well, it's time for our weekly check. Megan, have you seen Avatar yet?
The answer is still no. I have tried now 3 times to go see this movie that I guess there's some hype about. I didn't even see the first one, honestly.
Sorry, James Cameron.
Sorry, I've heard great things.
Love all your other work.
Love your work.
Titanic.
I recently watched that actually again.
It's going to be like the 25th anniversary. They're putting it back in theaters, so we should probably go.
I'll probably throw a party.
You know, you're only going to be there for what, 3 hours?
Yeah, make yourself comfy in there. Oh man. Yeah, have not made it to Avatar. I have in the past year or so, I'm just such a frequent movie goer to the theaters. I never used to be like that, but now I'm really into it and just saw this trailer that I find quite interesting. Do not think I'll be attending this one.
How dare you?
In theaters. It's called Megan, which is my name.
I'm obsessed that you think you're the only person who stumbled on this movie. This movie beat Avatar last weekend. It made $45 million.
Did you see it?
No, I'm upset. I really want to go see it.
So it's the new Chucky, which...
No, that's maybe.
Oh, how would you describe it?
I mean, she's like an animatronic doll. She's supposed to move. Chucky was possessed.
Okay, so it's not as disturbing?
I don't know. Disturbing. It could get violent. I haven't seen it yet.
It could get weird.
She iconically sings Sia to a child in it. Gotta see
I'm into
that.
I would watch that part.
Only that part.
There's certain types, I like thrillers. I like, creepy shit sometimes.
You're a scaredy cat, though.
If there's jumps, I get real nervous the entire time. I'm just way too tense to watch and I have to walk away.
You're Alice. You can't, you freak out more at the jump scare than what actually is supposed to happen.
I have never, so our good, lovely friend Alice, we used to live with her. I have never in my life watched a movie with someone that screams so loudly so much.
And it'll be like a cat jumping in a windowsill. It's always the fake out that she screams and grabs her chest and isn't ready.
It's a very big moment every single time for her. So love that. We'll have to watch some movies with Alice soon.
I know. We have to watch her freak out. Set her up.
To Austin, Texas.
Well, we got to talk about all our other favorite movies because we watched the Golden Globes this week.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't on last year.
I actually watched the entire thing. I don't usually do that, but I had to do it this time because there's a lot of good stuff out. I was rooting for a number of people.
Did any of your favorites win?
Yes, Chef, I should say.
Here we go.
Which is a show, not a movie, but God, I don't even know his full name. What's his name?
Jeremy Allen White.
I think he's hot. And also a good actor. Great guy. No, apparently our friend who was a guest last week, her boyfriend knows him in real life.
You're always overselling.
They're besties. I think they kind of are acquaintances, but I loved that show. I love The Bear. So that was great. I'm always rooting for Jennifer Coolidge.
Same. She can do no wrong.
And did you notice one of her nails was chipped?
No, because only
love her.
A psycho like you would realize that.
Well,
zoom in on her manicure.
One was completely missing, which I'm that would be I can relate to that so well.
Damn, I don't think E has their mani cam anymore. I think that lasted one award season. Did you ever see this?
Oh, I'd never even saw that.
It used to be they would make the celebrities walk their fingers down a runway for
yeah,
and show off
I do
their
remember
fingers.
that. That's fun. So I actually right now have a fucked up pointer finger. I have all golds, perfect dip on everything, and it chipped in one little place right before the holiday party.
Well, because you're insane too, and you're oh, it chipped, and I'm literally no one notices that. No one sees your finger.
I was do I have to look professional for this?
Oh my God. When did you get, was it for your wedding or something? And you were I got coffee on my nail. Can you see it? And I was
oh, that was The Bachelorette.
I absolutely cannot see that.
I got my hair dyed, and the brown hair dye stained my white sparkly nail, and it looked like shit. It looked like I wiped.
No one noticed. It was just you hyper focusing in on nothing.
No one even looked, but yeah, I got over it though.
Back to the Golden Globes. I loved Jennifer. I'm so happy she won. I swear this happened because you know how like Colin Farrell jumped up to like walk her to the stage? I swear he pushed someone out of the way to help her. Like
he got up there quick.
Yeah. And I swear some guy to his, like the left of him went flying because he pushed them out of the way to get to her.
I'm so glad he walked her up though. That was a good moment.
I know. And I'm happy so many people from Everything Everywhere All at Once won, but I kind of feel
I loved their speeches.
Yeah. They're so deserved.
Yeah.
I love Michelle Yeoh. Like I loved her dress. I thought she was one of the best dressed.
And they were both like, well, it's been a long time coming. Like they've been trying for decades to make it and they finally did. And
well, the controversial take. Michelle Yeoh has made it. I don't know if it's always been recognized.
Right.
And like that's kind of a big overarching issue with the Golden Globes is like,
oh yeah,
you know, that's why it didn't air last year because a lot of the Hollywood Foreign Press was acting real racist. So
and the host, I always forget his name.
Gerard Carmichael.
Yep. He was just blunt, like straight up called them out in his opening monologue. And like, that was kind of refreshing, but his vibe, I was feeling awkward and not loving his vibe.
To be fair, that's a really, really, really tough room.
Yeah.
To be in that position. Like, even if it wasn't like the real takes and the hot takes that he was giving, like, there's still a chance that no one would laugh at anything. Like, it's just a really tough crowd to perform to.
Yeah, I feel like the controversial takes, they just, no matter who it was, they would be like poo-pooing.
I don't know. I liked it.
You liked it? Could have been better for me.
It was awkward, but it's just because like it's a small room and like, you know, you're not guaranteed laughs for anything you say. So I feel like that's always tough.
At least he went for it.
True.
I respect that.
And I liked that he straight up was like, I was on the fence about doing this. And they offered me $500,000. And I was like, yeah, I kind of have to.
I like that because I would have done that too. Like if I didn't feel like going and they were like, oh, and it's $500,000, I'd be like,
for one night. In. Well, I mean, I guess it's a few days, but still.
Yeah.
But I also loved that like all the people from Abbott Elementary won too.
They're a precious cast. I have not watched the show and I really want to, but they seem
you haven't
like
watched.
An incredible group of people.
I love Quinta. I'm so happy she won.
Yeah.
And I just love everyone.
Cheryl.
Well, yeah, Cheryl Ann. But I think she was nominated, but she was in a tough category.
Oh, yeah. I feel like a lot of the categories had a lot of steep competition.
Yeah, there were a few categories where I really was like, I want everyone to win. Like, yeah. Every performance was so good. It's almost not fair to pick one. Like, I want them all to win.
Did you watch The Menu?
Yeah, I did just watch it.
I recently watched it. What'd you think?
I really liked it.
I liked it too.
And did you know that? So John Leguizamo, he plays like, you know, the one celeb guy.
Wait, which guy?
It's tough because you don't know who John Leguizamo is.
Oh wait, now I know.
So that was actually supposed to be Daniel Radcliffe, which I thought could be really, really funny because Ralph Fiennes plays Voldemort.
Oh my god.
And you know me, I'm not like, I liked Harry Potter in 6th grade, but I'm not a Harry Potter adult. I don't like JK, but I thought that would have been a fun dynamic.
I like Harry Potter, but I'm not like a big Harry Potter person. That would have been interesting though if Daniel Radcliffe was in there.
I also just love Daniel Radcliffe.
I liked when he was nude in that play.
Weird take. You act like you went to the play. You didn't see Equus?
I did not attend or ever hear anything about it.
Like, shout out to that one time you got fully nude, Daniel.
But you know what? That's an artist move. Creative.
I guess. I mean, I feel like if you're going to do it, a play might be the way because it's a small audience and you're really not supposed to film in there. So why not go for it?
Yeah. I guess less offensive. But my favorite Harry Potter person is definitely Hagrid.
R.I.P.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Who was your best dressed for the Golden Globes? Do you have any thoughts?
Oh, I was actually thinking about that. I don't know if I saw every single outfit to really get a good, you know, selection to choose from, but Margot Robbie, I don't know if I absolutely loved it. I don't know if I loved the dress, but I thought she looked beautiful.
She like notoriously has a deal with Chanel, and Chanel has been dressing her forever for these things, and it's always a miss. Everyone always hates
the pink.
They're like, she's got to get out of that
color.
Contract.
But she always looks great. Who else? Well, I'm trying to think.
I think for men, like I really liked that a lot of the men were having fun with their suits. It was like a lot of colorful suits, which I liked because normally these award shows are so boring and it's everyone just wearing the same generic tux.
I don't remember who was in color.
Do you remember anything from this day?
I could have focused on the fashion a bit more. That's usually what I focus on.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. So, like, Seth Rogen was wearing like an all pink suit.
Oh, I actually didn't like his suit though.
I liked the color. I thought the peach color really worked for him, even though it was like an older, more vintage style suit with like a cummerbund, and it kind of looked like an 80s like groom to me.
Yeah, I liked the style of the suit, and I did watch The Fabelmans in theaters recently and loved it.
I did not see The Fabelmans.
Oh, it's really good.
Maybe. I do love Paul Dano, so maybe I'll see it.
Yeah, I love him too. I saw Donald Glover's outfit. I thought he looked fly.
His outfit.
He always looks good.
He also was like definitely wearing like Lando cosplay because that's supposed to be his Star Wars movie coming out, and it felt like a very
that makes sense.
big nod to Star Wars.
Well, it makes sense. He's promoting.
Well, maybe Loki.
Jenny Slate looked pretty cute.
I loved her dress.
She was in green.
I kind of wish Marcel won something, but
I was
tough.
upset. Yeah, so I saw Pinocchio too. That was great.
I know it's tough to beat Pinocchio. It's tough to beat Guillermo.
Wept in the beginning scene.
Yeah, it's
hard. It's really sad.
I just love Guillermo del Toro too. He's so
Guillermo.
cute.
Oh my god, his speech is probably my favorite. At the end, he was like, "Well, see you later." I loved it.
Well, he's your type to a T too. He's just like a cute, jolly
Stout.
little man. Of course, you're obsessed with him.
He's great.
I missed him. He's so cute. And then, shockingly enough, I'm shocked Prince Harry and Meghan Markle weren't at the Golden Globes, but they're making news in other places.
They're in the news right now promoting his book, Sber.
Which, whew, that title.
There's a lot to unpack there. Yeah, so I've just kind of seen the headlines in little clips, but he called his brother out for, being much balder than he is. And then the one excerpt about his penis and putting the cream on his dick.
My penis was frostbitten. I did not. My Todger was very sensitive. I can't even like get his voice right. But when he said Todger, I almost passed out. I was like, "What in the absolute hell is a Todger?"
And then he's like, "And it was Estee Lauder, which my mother put on her face."
Which, like, don't say that you're no.
And he's like, "I got a flashback of my mother from the scent."
Yeah, putting Estee Lauder on his Todger tip. He was having flashbacks of our beloved Princess Diana.
Of the princess of Genovia.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then I did watch the entire Meghan and Harry doc.
I didn't watch the doc. Did you watch his recent interview?
60 Minutes?
Yeah.
I only saw parts of it.
It is kind of interesting to me how he's like using the American press to battle the UK press right now.
And I think that's an interesting tactic.
It's very interesting, but I'm also like, we have a lot of shit we need to cover in America, Harry. Can you like get out of here? Like,
he's on everything.
Like, we got stuff going on that we need to focus on. Can you take your royal infighting elsewhere?
He's on literally every talk show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Consuming on every media platform.
Well, he's doing a swoop.
Can't. Oof. Well, good luck to your Todger. I guess it wasn't too affected because you had two children.
Don't tug your Todger too much. That's just a piece of advice I like to give out.
Speaking of things that'll probably land you in jail, it's time for a Bravo update.
Woo! So this is a big one. We're going to actually have this as a reoccurring segment because God knows we love Bravo.
Because we're OG Bravo girls. We've been watching since the beginning.
We're diehard.
And I've been seeing a lot of people making TikToks and shit who are like, I just started watching Real Housewives this year. Get to the back.
Where have you been?
Get out of here.
Like, glad you just were born into the world.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome. The view's nice. Yeah, so a lot happened on the Bravo front recently.
So, first item of business. We'll go in chronological order, I guess. Rinna announces she's out.
You know what? I think it was time. She'd been on
I'm all for it.
She'd been on for a while.
That and like her whole thing was like own it, own it, own it. But I feel like she was never like bringing anything going on in her life to the table. She was just dramatizing everyone else's BS.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, she's just publicly obsessed with her husband, Harry Hamlin. And
a lot of rumors there, but
yeah. She gets real defensive over those.
Which leads me to believe that maybe they're true.
What was the dinner on the boat where she lost her shit?
The iconic Amsterdam dinner.
Yes.
Don't you ever talk about my husband. Wine glass smash.
And then at that same dinner, Erica Jane like flipped the fuck out when someone was talking about her son being a cop, and she just absolutely lost it.
That same dinner was iconically Kim saying, "You beast."
Oh my God, Kim was on.
Or wait, no. Yeah, that's when Kim has a freak out too.
You beast.
No, but we missed it. We confused it. Kim doesn't say beast. Eileen says, "You beast."
Eileen. Yeah. Remember, it's all coming back. Yeah. All these characters.
Honestly, bring Kim back. 2023. We want Kim.
How's she doing?
She's been looking a lot better. So I say bring her back.
I'm sick of Kathy being on.
But that's why I think they need Kim. I want to see all three of them, especially if you're going to keep Kyle around, because Kyle bores me. So it's like bring them all in.
Boring, but she doesn't bother me.
But to me, it's like she's not pulling her weight.
I guess she's trying to appear like she's sane, but we like the wild ones, the wild women.
I feel like she's just a little too normal.
Yeah,
for now.
So Beverly Hills, we'll see if that will remain interesting.
But honestly, without Rinna. Good riddance, Rinna. She had to go. She was also just always so focused on being she knows too much. She would try to produce the show while she's on the show, and it's just be real. She was always acting too much.
I do love the footage of when Andy had his baby shower and everyone was dancing on the tables, and
another iconic moment.
She was going in.
Get up here and dance for Andy.
That was so great. I really wish I could have attended.
I mean, it looked like a rager.
That's how I would want my baby shower to go. Just a rager.
You'll be pregnant.
Oh, fuck. I won't be able to drink.
The reason they were raging is because Andy wasn't pregnant.
That's right. Oh, yeah. There's a little thing called I would be carrying it.
Well, you could do a sip and see after. The Southern tradition.
Southern Charm. Do you watch that?
I do, but I kind of fell off. That's another one of our Bravo updates. Should we talk about that or jump on our other?
What's the update on Southern Charm?
Girl, you wrote it in our shared note that Catherine's getting booted.
Now I remember. Honestly, I'm happy about that.
Well, I read, and it makes sense. They were well, she doesn't show up for filming. Producers have a problem with her. And I'm I could easily see that. But she does bring some good storylines to the show.
She's interesting. She goes through waves of doing well and then retreating and being super off. I know she's dealing with some stuff, but
I think she shouldn't be on a show if you're dealing with that level of stuff. You know what I mean? Take a break.
Kind of awkward to go through her ups and downs and her bad relationship moments. And this is maybe brutal for her, but she just needs to wear less makeup. She's pretty. She pounds that shit on.
This isn't going to help her mental health struggles. Why the hell? Leave her alone.
No, but I'm saying she could be natural and not cake it on.
I don't know. I think Catherine, live your life. You have some iconic outfits sometimes, but pretty much
her snowsuit is good.
Yeah, but most of the people on Southern Charm are absolutely insufferable. That's why it's kind of a tough watch.
Austin.
Hate Shep. Can't stand him.
Rough. Oh, he's actually awful. He had such a nice girl. I think they're definitely broken up now.
Yeah, they did.
She was an angel and he just couldn't do it.
Nope, couldn't deactivate his Riot account. So that tracks.
Oh God.
And I love how he always thinks he's some Shakespearean scholar, and it's shut up.
Oh God.
No one wants to hear
he's
you
not that bright.
Fucking quote Hamlet every
he just remembers his English class from high school.
I'm cool, you took senior lit? Shut up.
What do you think about Madison?
I kind of like Madison.
She's
horrible, but I like that she just owns it.
I'm into that because she does own it. She's besties with Patricia,
who I love.
I love Patricia. I miss Michael, her butler.
They always give little updates about Michael, and I'm Patricia, you better be fucking paying for all of Michael's care. He was your butler for how long?
Oh yeah, I hope so. And then how Whitney is just having to be her servant now.
Which that's all a ruse. Because he's an executive producer on that show too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he invented Southern Charm.
Is he actually with Naomi right now? The last episodes I watched, they were seeing each other.
They were hooking up, but it was never I don't think it was ever confirmed that they were dating.
They're mostly friends. Craig annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah, Craig is annoying. And seeing him on Winter House, I was like, Paige, you should dump him. You should dump him immediately.
I actually really like Paige. I think she's funny and stands up for herself and works, she's like trying to hustle and do well. And he just complains, acts like a big baby, and gets wasted.
That's kind of been his thing from the jump, though.
Yeah.
What you do, you sew, you sit around and you do nothing and you sew.
But now he's like using that to the extreme where he's like, look, I'm successful now. And like he has a really big head.
Yeah, it was annoying on Winter House how he was just like bribing. He's like, oh, I'll pay to get the bigger room. Like he was just like bribing people to get out of things. Here's
my cash, my hundreds.
Which, it worked.
It did work. Austin was like, okay.
Well, Austin's got like one rotten brain cell.
He should have treated Sierra much better, just saying.
Yeah, for real. Love Sierra.
She's hot.
Well, she's also a nice person.
Yeah. No, she's a nurse, and I think she's still nursing. She was doing that for a while.
Yeah,
she's great. I love her. Well, yeah, we could go on a tangent about all the shows, but the big one for me recently is Back to the Housewives, Salt Lake City.
Our girl Jen
Shaw. So
she's going to the slammer.
She got her sentencing 6.5 years.
Yep. Which deserved. She scammed a lot of people.
She ripped off the elderly for years.
Yeah. And the court documents were not good.
Not looking good.
I guess like one of her, underlings was on the phone with some 80-year-old trying to push
Stuart?
the scam. It could have been Stewie because I think Stuart ratted her out. And I guess
I would have done that too if I was him.
Well, yeah, you got to save yourself. But I guess there was like this, whole dialogue written out of her talking to her underling who's on the phone with an 80-year-old person they were trying to scam.
That's so sad.
And she was like, oh, well, are they done crying yet? Like, try and get them to sign up.
That's recorded?
Well, it was in the court documents. That was like submitted evidence. And it's like, you know what, Jen? Yeah, sorry. You got to go to jail.
She needs to spend some time there. I mean, she was lucky. It could have been a lot longer. And she had her party to celebrate her sentencing, right?
Well, yeah, it's like she went out to eat with like 20 people. And I guess it's hard because I think the Post was reporting that. And like the Post always has weird articles like that. Like she could have just been going out with her team, but they were like, Jen Shaw has lavish dinner, 20 people.
Bash. Yeah. And is it true that Coach Shaw is a lawyer?
I've never heard that in my life. I think you made that up.
I just heard that from someone.
From who?
She might be listening, my lovely trainer, Lisa.
I don't think Coach Shaw's a lawyer. I think he's a coach.
Well, he's a coach, but I don't know if he has any like law degrees or something like that.
I cannot confirm or deny.
Well, I'm just saying maybe she had some ins in other ways. That's why she was so lucky. Because
I don't think so. I think the reason her sentence should truly be is because she pled guilty and she didn't even try to fight it.
That was the move.
Yeah.
Oh, Jen. Yeah, I didn't watch the most recent episode. I think it was the finale did you watch it? The latest?
I think I'm an episode behind.
Not OC, Salt Lake. The last one I saw was the black eye situation.
Honestly, it's so boring though. That's why I tapped out.
What the fuck is this storyline?
No, it's like I don't know. Everyone's trying to act like Jen punched her. I think Heather walked into a door and they're trying to act like they got something
Heather
to work with.
Heather was drunk and fell down.
Yeah. And it's like,
that was weird.
That's you being a mess and being secretive. Like, get an actual storyline. No one really cares about you building Beauty Lab. Like, shut up.
I think she didn't have a storyline and she was just, it was a little forced.
Yeah, so I kind of dropped off on Salt Lake just because it was a tough watch.
I still like when they scream their heads off, and there's a lot. Well, I get sometimes I'm annoyed by all the fighting in every single scene, but sometimes it's funny to me.
I love Lisa Barlow though.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, like Lisa Barlow, the way she tries to defend herself, and
I love her. And my husband, John Barlow.
She's so ridiculous. I loved when she was dead seriously practicing for the choir. Did you see that?
Avon in him
her religious song. That was great.
The little
you sound just like her.
I don't really know the words. Can you tell?
Yeah, that was great.
I guess our last little Bravo tidbit is that another trailer dropped, one of our OG shows that we love.
Yeah, I almost forgot about this, but I'm actually very excited.
Oh, yeah, because now we got stuff.
Vanderpump Rules is coming back. What is it, season 10?
I don't... I know the number.
But you know what? Schwartz and Katie got divorced.
Because, ultimatum marriages always work out, right? If you force someone to marry you, it always works out.
He was always acting like a little baby.
Oh, please. She knew she shouldn't have married him. The man took a bath in a river before their wedding, and she was like, yep, nothing wrong. Let's go.
They're like, this is fine. Yeah, he unfortunately cheated on her all the time, it seems like. And then had his little puppy dog eyes in his, like, drunken, drag outfit. That's just how I picture him.
Oh, that's my favorite.
I love that.
He's a battered wife.
Sandoval playing his little flute.
Oh no, he had the bugle for a while too, or in like a trumpet.
Apparently his band tours.
Oh, I would see it.
I would go.
You know what? Sometimes he doesn't sound bad. I've seen clips. At least he's performing.
Sometimes I think he's full of shit, but sometimes I really like him and think he's nice.
He's full of shit, but he believes his delusions. So it's like he's almost truthful because he believes them.
He means well.
Yeah. I mean, he's getting stuff done.
And then I saw a clip where Raquel was kissing Schwartz.
I hate Raquel.
Like, what is she doing?
She's so annoying. She hooks up with like, I don't know. She hooks up with Schwartz.
I mean, he looks good, but
it's like, Raquel, I feel like she's just trying to stay on the show. She's like, who else can I hook up with? I need to
It's
stay
a little
on.
desperate.
Yeah, it's like too much. And she's so boring. She's probably like, Schwartz.
I feel kind of bad for her because she really has not a lot to say.
Don't feel bad for her. She's on a TV show making money with her nothing to say.
That's true.
So
at least she's not with James Kennedy, though.
See, I like watching DJ JK. I don't like him as a person.
See you next Tuesday.
But he has some of the best lines.
He's entertaining.
Pumptini.
Oh my God, he's gone through a lot.
Oh my God, when he used to call himself White Kanye, I don't think he does that anymore, but
that's probably a good move.
Out of his gourd. I love watching him.
Another person that has gone through a lot, and I've been rooting for her. She's been doing well for herself with her baby, Lala. But there's some weird stories coming out in the news about her ex, Randall.
Which he's always doing whack shit.
I always thought he was extremely whack.
Yeah.
He thinks he's super famous and he's just really has shitty movies and but apparently the FBI was like asking his first baby mama about
they were married.
Okay, I wasn't sure. His first wife. Tried to play it safe there. About him being a pedophile, which is really disturbing because I guess he watches his two daughters alone all the time. And I don't really know any other details, but that I saw that and was
I'm going to come on here and say wild shit. I got nothing to back it up.
Well, it's all over TikTok, so people are saying
Yeah,
it.
no, there was a whole like LA Times article about it because I guess his first wife forever had been trying to get a restraining order and she kept getting denied.
Yeah.
So she finally got another court date and her restraining order finally got approved because she was saying, hey, look, like me and a bunch of other of his associates got a call from the FBI asking like X, Y, and Z questions alluding to him, being a pedophile.
That gives me the heebie-jeebies because Lala has a baby with him and he's just also he's done a lot of shitty things. He gave her what looked like a giant engagement ring. It was complete. She talked about this on her podcast. It was completely fake and this huge thing under the microscope, it was shit brown.
I mean, I'm not surprised. He's been scamming brown forever, so I kind of like don't get why she would think he was being truthful ever.
Oh my God. Yeah, he's just a scammer. So
even his,
good riddance.
Even his like movies, like you said, they're all built on like, he'll get one kind of like downtrodden celeb from yesteryear to star in this movie with no plot. And then maybe that celeb is in the movie for like 30 seconds.
Like 50 Cent.
But they'll be on the posters. They'll be on the cover. And like, that's how he would sell the movie of like, look, Bruce Willis is in this.
Yeah, Megan Fox.
For 20 seconds, but come watch it.
Yeah. It's enough for me, dog.
Yeah. And that Lala and Randall, weird relationship. And this past 2 weeks, a lot of other weird relationships or possible relationships popping up.
Some surprising ones. Well, first off, this will transition me into my crush of the week because I absolutely love Eric Andre.
I mean, who doesn't?
He's freaking hilarious. He's exactly my humor. Just absurd. He loves a good prank. I think he's a smart guy, and I think he's adorable. I love him. I would date him if I was single and if I could. But found out he's currently dating Emrata.
Well, maybe dating. They were spotted out
together. They were seen together.
But like I said, she's always out with people, so I'm like, I don't know. What do we believe?
Yeah, because she was recently with Pete Davidson, and it looks like now she's seeing Eric Andre, and she's having fun. She's going with the funny guys.
Is she trying to write like a comedy? Is she
maybe
just, like,
this
coaching
is a
all of
plot.
These people?
Yeah, who knows? But looks like they're having fun. I personally think he should go with his heart, not his tugger.
Todger. So are you for or against? Because you love both of these people.
I don't know. I feel weird about it.
You love Emrata. Controversial.
Like, Emrata, I think, is a fox. I just bought one of her bathing suits. And
so that means you're for this relationship now?
No, but I like her. Like, she looks great. I support her trying to be a feminist. Trying. But I must say, her bathing suits run way too small, honey. That is teensy weensy.
So
I get an XL top.
So because the bathing suit doesn't fit, we're against this relationship, or
no? Okay, I'm all for them having fun. I think they probably look great together, if you know what I mean.
What? I don't know if I do. Can you elaborate?
Behind closed doors.
So you're picturing them in your head. What are you?
Yeah.
What?
I'm just like picturing it a little bit.
Okay.
But no, I think they're probably having a lot of laughs, a lot of fun. Do I think they're good for each other? I don't really know either of them, but I would say maybe not. That's my reaction. Are you into it? Do you think it's weird?
I don't think it's weird, but I don't know. I don't even know if they're dating. I think maybe they could have just been out in the world, and then people always just assume two people are dating. But we'll see. I don't know.
We'll see. I'll follow it.
I feel like in those pictures too, Eric Andre looks surprised that he's even there. So I don't know.
It's like, oh, I just ran into Emrata.
Or no, he's just like, holy shit, like I'm with Emrata. Like, how did
can't
this
believe
happen?
this, man.
What's going on?
Also, I think his dad just passed away. This is sad.
The sad
but
shit.
Maybe he's just trying to feel better and have a really hot piece of ass with him.
Oh God. I mean, everyone grieves in their own way. To each their own.
Who knows?
And if that's the case, Godspeed.
Yeah, like I'm all for that.
Yeah, good luck, sir.
Another couple recently saw Chili from TLC and Matthew Lawrence. That name brings me way back.
I know.
Brotherly Love.
Joey.
Yeah. Joey Lawrence. Who was the other one?
I don't even remember the
Andy
other one.
Or something.
It's definitely not Andy, but let's pretend it's Andy. The Lawrence brothers.
Yeah, I used to watch Brotherly Love.
Yo, but this has been so juicy because his ex-wife, Carol Burke from Dancing with the Stars, has been dragging Matthew on TikTok.
What?
She's saying like he cheated on her with Chili. Like this has been going on for a while. And my whole thing is, so wait. Did Chili cheat on Usher or did Usher cheat on Chili?
I thought that he cheated on her because he's a sexaholic, and then he made the video about it. Burn. Yeah, burn. And he was like, I made the worst mistake of my life.
So like, Chili, why don't we learn from that? Let's discuss what's going on
now
here.
She's a homewrecker.
For Matthew Lawrence too? Like, girl, you are Chili. You can have anyone.
She's fine. Maybe he's just really nice. I don't know.
I love how that's how you're spinning it. Oh, he's a really nice cheater.
Except to his ex-wife.
And I guess like the way Cheryl's been dragging him on TikTok has been so funny because she's like, oh, I found you need Viagra to get it up even with your mistress. Oh shit,
she's going there.
Yeah, she's been like really dragging him and pulling him through the mud.
So that's funny, but that is not a great look for her. It's a bit desperate.
I know it is, but like to each your own. I'm like, I get that you need to air it out, but maybe not online.
Yeah, maybe go to your therapist for that. Who knows?
Okay, maybe you can DM Cheryl and let her know.
Hey Cheryl, I hope you're doing okay.
Hey Cheryl,
just checking in.
This email finds you well. I just think that maybe you should tone it down. I mean, she probably has PR people, right? Still, I don't know.
Maybe this is a move to just get her some attention.
Maybe. I mean, is she still on with Dancing with the Stars? I don't follow.
I don't even know who that is.
If you saw her, you would know. And I'm shocked. I'm really like shocked that I guess Dancing with the Stars is beneath you. Maybe that's what you don't
I never really liked Dancing with the Stars.
You're like, I'm here for the professional talent.
Yeah.
I don't want to see these
So
celebrities.
You Think You Can Dance was my show. And I think So You Think You Can Dance, what's it on now? Disney Plus or something, so that you don't have to sit through all the commercials.
I have no clue, but probably you would know better
But
than
it had
I do.
way too many commercials. And I did watch when Kim was on, but she was just so freaking terrible. I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm never watching again. All right, it is time for Hess Express, where we express what we have strong feelings about right now. Hess?
All right, guys. So this week, I don't know if this is a controversial statement, but I'm so sick and tired of reusable water trends. I feel like everyone's missing the point. If the point is that we have a new, like, cool bottle, quote unquote, that we need to buy every year, then what's the point of having a reusable water bottle?
It's real silly.
Like, 1 year it's Hydro Flask, then it's Yeti. And if you don't have a Stanley this year, well, I guess you're a broke bitch who couldn't get one.
Oh, shit.
We're all drinking our water ice cold. Ugh.
That's actually a really good observation, because it's all about the stupid ass marketing techniques.
It's so whack. And like everyone just falls for it. And it's like, how many of these bottles do you have in your home? What are you doing?
Every influencer, I feel like, is pushing a bottle.
Yeah, they look like fucking clowns, in my opinion. You look like clowns.
Yeah, you're not saving the environment. You're not doing shit.
No. And I love that you don't subscribe to this.
No, I have a normal bottle that I use every day for my water.
So yeah, that's what I'm really feeling passionate about. Because for some reason too, lately I've been bombarded with people like, I don't know, my phone must know I hate this trend. So it's sending me all of the shit of people like, just found my Stanley, got my Stanley cup.
Oh, that Stanley Cup. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is whack. So thanks for calling that out. I loved that. For me, so strong feeling, I would say it's a strong like for me right now. I'm liking my damp Jan because it gives me the flexibility to not feel bad about myself. If I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go to a bachelorette. God knows I'm going to drink something there. But then the week after, I will reel it in. So that's been nice. It's making me just feel like, you know what, I'm putting in that effort, but I'm not that hard on myself. So it's feeling right for me right now. A second thing, on the opposite end of the spectrum, I have a strong dislike for the scent of sauerkraut. Okay,
I love sauerkraut.
I mean, I like to eat sauerkraut. Has anyone ever had an open vat, like a big ass jar of sauerkraut open in their home? I have this week and multiple times before that.
Impassioned speech.
So I live with my husband, and it's a little intergenerational situation we got going. My in-laws also live with us, which is nice. There's a lot of pros and cons. Mostly pros. And one funny thing is that my father-in-law loves making his own sauerkraut, and it's awesome. He's gotten really into it. We always have fresh sauerkraut. But that thing stinks, okay? So I work from home, and the other day I woke up, early for work. I wake up to the putrid scent, and it didn't register in my mind what this was at first. I'm like, it fucking reeks like a dirty diaper. Like, is there a garbage truck around? Like, I'm overcome. And I was like, what is this, morning sickness? Like, what is going on? Mm-hmm. Like, I was actually nauseous. And then I realized, oh yeah, he's moving all of his sauerkraut into the giant jars to bring into the basement. It's all out in the open air. So I had to light multiple candles because I was about to absolutely puke on my desk. That's right above where it would waft. So in conclusion, the scent is not great. It reminds me of just like a dirty old pile of lettuce in an open market.
That's kind of what it is,
and that's pretty much exactly what it is.
It's pretty much just, cabbage fermenting. So yeah, you're not too far off.
But anyway, I love it. I love that he makes it. It's just the scent isn't my fave.
I love sauerkraut. But I also
got
haven't
any
made
German
it
in
on
you?
my own. Yeah.
And that's why.
Well, I mean, that almost wraps things up. We're just going to give today is the 1 month countdown because we record these on Thursdays. 1 month countdown till we see our Lord and Savior perform at the Super Bowl halftime show, Rihanna.
Riri, my queen. I cannot wait. I'm actually going to be out of the country during it, but I sure as hell will be trying to watch because I need to see that halftime show. I love her so much. She looked great at the Golden Globes.
I'm feeling inspired again. I feel like I might do what I did when Destiny's Child... Well, I think it was just Beyonce, but I made Destiny's Child and the Blimp because they made an appearance. But I might make another Snack Stadium and have it dedicated to Ree.
You should.
I need to.
Make like multiple layers on that thing. Yeah. Go all out with the snacks. Back. Yeah. Love that.
Love her.
Well, can't wait for that. That's what I'm looking forward to personally.
Maybe you could give us... Should we do our best Rude Boys right now?
Come on, Rude Boy, what you getting now? Come on, Rude Boy, again.
Take it. Love me.
That wasn't great, but it felt great.
I mean, we had to release some of the Ree spirit.
I danced in the pouring rain to that at a music festival once, and it was a great moment.
What music festival?
You couldn't go.
Yeah, I can already tell. When was this?
It was the one in Vermont.
You couldn't go.
I wish you were there.
I mean, I would have died. Wait, when the hell did Rihanna play Vermont?
No,
was this, decades ago?
She wasn't there, but after the show, Kata and I blasted that in the car ride.
Oh, okay. See, that makes more sense. I was like, there's no way in hell Rihanna was playing Vermont and I didn't go.
If she was live in Vermont, that would have been something.
This was like a jam band thing, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go.
funky fest.
Could I not go, or did I just choose not to attend?
Maybe the latter.
TBD.
Yeah. Well, it's been real. Thanks for stopping by yet again.
Love you. Shout out to all our MILF listeners. We love you, and we hope this makes you chuckle.
Love our MILFs. Mwah.
Mwah.
Mwah. See ya.